Hi YouTube, this is Darkon633 and today I'm bringing you up the Toys R Us exclusive Power Rangers Dino Charge action pack. Now, this pack is obviously just a pack-in of the figures that are released so far. The main 5 Rangers and Fury from Dino Charge, also known as Dogold from Judensen to Koryuger. Now, you might be thinking, some people who don't know, what's the point of getting this pack if you can get them individually? Well, the main reason is that, one, the price is actually currently, price of the pack, is currently priced at around $40. The initial price is $50, but because of a little sale that's going on, according to the site, I don't know if it's available on the site anymore since last time I checked, but at the time it was going down to around $40, so it's definitely worth it then. And even at $50, it's still worth it because you're pretty much getting one free figure, at least in the set. But the main reason to get the set actually is to get this, which is an exclusive battle gear of the Dino Spike. Now obviously it is missing quite an amount of paint. All the spikes are in silver and some of the other components aren't painted. I think if I remember correctly, the other side was supposed to paint too, but it's still pretty good for what you're getting. And for some reason, which I don't get, these things separate into 2 parts. So I don't know why, but at least it's cool that it has an exclusive piece. Now, obviously, since these are mostly under most of the similar molds to the action hero series we got last year from Super Mega Force, there isn't much extra articulation you're going to be seeing compared to them, but just to show it off, their heads can go around 360, but the shoulder pieces do get in the way. It does have an extra shoulder joint, obviously, due to the design. Their arms can go 360 as well. Can bend at the elbow, can also swivel, but no wrist articulation, no waist. Their legs can go with free movement there, can bend at the knee, and it can also swivel there. So it's got a pretty good amount of articulation, especially for an American product. Now, before we go on to the individual Rangers and so on, we'll take a look at the box, which is a very nice gift pack kind of design, like we got in Super Mega Force. It says exclusive battle gear, exclusive to Toys R Us. The action pack has a picture of Tyler / Dino Charge Red activating a charger there. Dino Charge, nothing on the top besides the usual Dino Charge logo. In the back, it just shows a quick bio of the story on the series and each individual ones: Black Ranger, Blue Ranger, Red Ranger, Pink Ranger, Green Ranger, and the villain Fury. So that's cool that it actually has a villain in this pack. Just to put this back, unfortunately, I'm sorry it's not really good in the shot. It's a huge box, so bear with me. Before we go on to the rest of them, we're going to take a look at Shelby first, just because she has the female sculpt and it's a different sculpt from the others. Now this is very similar to the Super Mega Force female sculpt for both Super Mega Force Yellow and Pink. Now unfortunately, for some reason, mine has a warped head, so her head kind of sits on the side, so I don't know why it's like that. It's weird. I don't really like the way Bandai America packages these things. It causes a lot of warp in the weapons and various things like the head there. Her articulation obviously is similar to as stated. It's got the shoulder joint there. You can go 360. Can bend at the elbow and swivel. Her head can obviously turn 360, kind of. It kind of gets in the way again because of the shoulder piece. Her legs aren't articulated because of the skirt piece, which I wish was a little softer. It allows full movement, kind of, there. Can bend at the knee and can swivel. So, just like the Super Mega Force Rangers, unfortunately the female sculpts just don't have as much articulation. Well, now I'll take a look at Riley. Articulation is the same, but they look nice overall. There isn't much different articulation-wise, and that's pretty much where you're getting at least articulation. So, just to show a little closer up, we'll take a look at Chase. They look really nice, and I really think that Bandai America did a nice job. The only thing I don't like is that the backs aren't painted fully, which, if I remember correctly, actually had the full color throughout the back. But there wasn't many times you actually saw the backs, so it was kind of hard to tell what it was like. And then we're going to have the Lakota. So yeah, they look really nice. The weapons are in this weird neon green color. Since Lakota here, I'm going to quickly take them off. They look really good, but obviously they're not fully painted at all. But they are cast in a pretty cool unique colors instead of the usual black or generic like red or whatever color. So it's cool that we actually got a full set of like neon green color weapons. And if you wanted to, you can also plug these onto the sides, even though this was never happened in Japan or America, since they just kind of appear in the usual typical Power Rangers Super Sentai magic kind of summoning kind of thing. Gonna quickly plug these back on and then go on from there. Now this set, obviously, and even individual packs, they don't have the Vulcan mode or whatever. I forgot exactly what it's called when they're combined, but unfortunately they do not have it, and maybe it'll be included with the supposed Dino Spike figures whenever they decide to get made. Then we'll take a look at the only other villain released in this line so far. Obviously we're getting a lot more villains seen at the Toy Fair, but for now, Fury and the Vivix are the only two villains released thus far. He's got a really nice articulation, especially for a villain sculpt. I think he does look really nice overall. I think there is a bit... If I remember correctly, this was actually painted, I think it was in a whitish color like in the front and so on, but at least a lot of the sculpt's there, so that's good. Articulation-wise, his head can go 360. His arms are on ball joints, so allows full movement around, but the shoulder pieces do kind of get in the way. What's cool is that he's got an elbow and another swivel actually on his arm here, so even though he doesn't have any wrist articulation, it is cool to see an extra point of articulation there, which is rarely seen in a main Power Ranger line toy, so that's good. He has no waist articulation, but his legs can actually go around that far, so it's actually pretty well spread out there, and these pieces only just hinder every so slightly, so that's pretty good. His legs can swivel, which is really nice. Can bend at the knee, and his feet actually have a slight pivot actually left and right. Can go up and down, so that's actually a really awesome amount of articulation overall. Now the set is definitely a worthwhile set. Obviously the articulation points on the figures are pretty much the same except for Shelby and Fury, but if you're looking to get at least all the Dino Charge figures in one go, then I said this is definitely a worthwhile pickup, especially since it does come with Dino Spike, which does fit well in the hand, so I'm just going to quickly show it with... what's it called? I'm going to quickly show it with Tyler here. It is really nice looking, and I think it's a really nice bonus for this pack. Now, time will also tell if we're going to see the individual weapons that this forms in. Forgot the names of the individual weapons, but it'll be cool to see them released down the line, maybe with the armed on as mentioned earlier. And sorry, Coda, for falling. I'm going to quickly put him back up. So yeah, I definitely think this is worthwhile. Just unfortunately keep in mind, especially when it came to the weapons and so on, the way that they're packaged kind of caused these pieces to warp, especially with Chase here. His hands have been stretched out thanks to the weapons, so it kind of falls out quite a bit. And also keep in mind that the shoulder pads actually detach as well. So if you see one out of the box, which I've seen a couple, it's not broken, it's just attached. So as long as the pegs are intact there, then you could easily just attach it. Attach back. But I definitely think this is a worthwhile pickup. And yeah, for getting this set over, getting the individual releases, especially since you're going to save a little bit of extra money and getting the extra piece. Anyways, please kindly subscribe, check out Hero Taku and the associated podcast on Rajio Nihon, WRW Hero Talk and Hero News. Check me out on Twitter under Darkon633. Check out the channels down below, and please kindly subscribe, and I'll see you YouTube. Bye.